In this case, I want to show you guys a lane where we cannot pressure at all in the early laning stage. But I understand this. I know what timing I have to play for in order to counter my counter hero. And then we get to own them from minute like 6 or 7, and we steal everything from them. But in order to do this properly, we need to play the minute 0 to 5 very, very, very accordingly. And I'm going to go over this in this case. And I'm going to have one last scenario for you guys in a different episode where I want to go over one early laning stage that goes to show everything. The most, like basically the strongest aspect of how you can stop the enemy carry from farming and how you can be the most annoying. I will try to find the best replay for this and maybe show it to you in 2 different examples, only with the first 4 minutes, because in these lanes, it wasn't really possible / it didn't really happen. Enough talk. Let's get into the lane. So we're Timber Nyx against Monkey King Grimstroke. We're basically double counterpicked. Monkey King is a counter to Timber. Grimstroke is a counter to Timber, both in the game and in the lane. We need to already understand the purpose of our first few minutes. And the purpose of our first few minutes is that, again, we want to get as much as we can. We can't pressure them too much. What is the most important and the only objective is that I hit level 6 as fast as possible, because the way this matchup works, the way many Ursa counter, Timber counters work, is that they own you early on in the lane because they deal more damage than you and they can outtrade you. But once you hit level 6, you can push them out of the lane because Monkey King has no regen mechanism unless you give him jingle stacks. But even then, you out DPS him. Same with Ursa. Ursa beats you like level 1 to 5, but once you get level 6, that is not the case. And there's one other small thing. If they go stun level 1 or they have no regen, you can pressure them level 1 a little bit, which is what's going to happen here. So he does go stun. He has no regen, so you can see that we're trying to pressure him a little bit. I think he got like 2 denies, so good part. He actually got 3 denies, so well played by him. Here, I did tell my guy to pull, but he didn't listen or he didn't hear it, which, you know, it happens. So right now, I'm okay with the lane. I wouldn't say I'm super happy, because me and the Monkey King have the same experience. But here, tip number 1, again, it's just creep aggro. Here, we have 2 creeps. There are some lanes where if your lane is weak or you're playing for timing, you can do this. And in the example I'm going to show you in the future, we're not going to do this, where we separate the creep wave. We want to keep them together, glued together, and fight for every CS and hit them for every CS. But in this case, they're stronger. So what we do and all we play for is the experience. We pull it down. We pull it in a way where we can pull these 2 melees on the range without it going into tower. Because now what we can do is CS these 2, deny the range. In the meantime, my Nyx can take XP up here. And same. I tell my guy to give me more solo experience. I think he had the chat muted or something because he ended up leeching quite a bit later on. And again, you just see me aggroing the creeps to the range, try to secure every CS. I want to get XP on this. I do. He stuns it for me. We just get all the levels we can. Now we have 2 levels in armor, so we can start playing a little more aggressive. We just don't want to play in a way where he gets 4 jingle stacks and then he can deny creeps, right? Here he pings the dude to go on him. I tell him no, because I don't want to play for kills. All I need to do is play for my levels. And when you do that, same as in the Pango lane, eventually you can look to pull. So what we do here is that we pull around. We pull it again on the range to kill it fast. Get the CS. Get this CS. In the meantime, he's trying to replicate the same, so he gets 1 range deny. But in the meantime, my Nyx got freed up to gank. So here again, we run up instantly. We only missed 1 creep, he missed 2. Again, we're gonna, now we've already have a slight level advantage. He's not 4 yet, and I'm 4 with like 40% HP. My Bane comes top, and I was kind of like, okay, he doesn't have regen, so again, it can be okay, but I don't really need any of this. I can just get my 6 ASAP, because now the Bane leeches some of my XP, but okay, even without perfect gameplay, it's gonna look very good. And another thing I want to show you guys in a different episode again is Arcane boots. Arcane boots in losing matchups can really turn the lane around, because as I've said, a lot of heroes don't have early regen. Like this Monkey King, like this Bane is gonna abuse my Arcane boots a lot. Like once he comes to lane, I'm like, okay, I have Arcane boots, we can make this work. So he gets to use his Brain Sap, he gets to use Nightmare, Monkey misses some CS, I use Arcane Boost on him, and basically he's nearly full mana again. And then in 40 seconds, I can do the same. Here, I pull the wave in here. Again, that's more experience to, you know, shoot up my level 6 as fast as possible. Again, we pull it, we kill the creeps, we get levels, and again, we're playing somewhat passive. Passive. We know this purpose of the laning stage, okay? And now we're looking to get our level 6, and then look at how much the lane changes once we get it. Here I told my Bane, yo, get away. Like 1 minute ago, I told him, yo, go away. Now I pinged the Monkey King because I told my Bane, yo, come back here. I'm getting level 6. Look at this. I go on him right away. I use my Chakram. I use my Chain away. Deal damage. Dodge the 4 stacks. We sleep him. And now, suddenly, who's bullying who? Who has a counter pick? You guys have double counter pick. And I force your carry to go away. And now, remember, minute 4 to 8. It's important to dodge the ganks from the enemies and abuse the siege creep. In this case, I'm Timber. I look at their heroes. I'm like, okay. They have a mid-Terror Blade because they swapped lanes to counter me, and an offlane Mars, so they can't really come and pressure me too much. So I abuse the siege creep as much as I can without putting me in like a weird position where I can end up dying if someone TPs. So here it's like, okay, the tower went down to like, what, 20% HP? Yeah. So if the siege dies now, I don't really care. I'm gonna take this free kill. So I take the free kill. I let the creeps die to the tower because, again, if you push this too fast and you just let a double wave run here, Monkey will just farm it. So again, we go here, we pull the creeps in here to get bonus farm, bonus XP. I should have made it here to get the tower lasted, but okay, fine. Pull the wave ASAP, push the wave. So, because now, again, you can do two things. You can either A, pull the wave in here if you have it like we did before, or B, you push it into the tier ASAP so that the carry is forced to last it there. One good thing is we have a great ward. So again, this is not the type of game where we're gonna look to go away. Why? Because we have actually made it into a position where we have kicked out the enemy carry, we have more network than the enemy carry, and we don't want him to recover. Right now, the objective number 1 is to fuck this guy. Fuck this guy up, don't let him recover. All the work we did, like everything we did from minute 0 to 7 has led up to this point, and we will not let this pressure go. Also, great ward by Bane. Like, we have pushed in the lane all the way, we go here, he places his ward, because now I have great vision. So what happens? I get to abuse the ward, I have great vision. He barely stays alive with Monkey King, but okay, again, we stopped him from farming. He's not farming the creeps here. We kill the Grimstroke in their jungle. We de-ward their ward. And now because we have this ward, the Monkey King still ends up dying. I chain through, I chakram, slightly misses, brain sap, kill. So, we have free farm here. We look here. We steal his stack. Like, just look at it from the monkey perspective. He is so annoyed. He is so annoyed. Now we go top again. My Bane has grip. We go back top. We kill him again. Now what are we gonna do? We're gonna kill the wave, and we're not gonna waste our time to hit this tower. It's absolutely useless. Now is the first time that I'm gonna look bottom to potentially TP, but only if it looks good. So like, I look bottom, I'm like, yeah, I guess I can defend this tower, but to be fair, I don't really care. It doesn't do too much because when this lane pushes in, my Tiny is very likely just gonna do the same as the example before. He's just gonna soak up this farm. And if I leave here, they get to take back all of this. We won't take it that fast because Tiny won't be here, and they will get it back. So instead, I farm the jungle. Again, I let my Bane sit top. Here even, I kill his courier, I protect our ward, he uses Tombstone, I get to kill him. Monkey has to show again. I run after Monkey, I force Monkey to base again. Now we know Monkey comes bottom, so what do I do now? I kill the wave. I leave it again. I don't want to waste my time hitting the stupid tower. I go mid. I have a Yules for his haste rune. I should probably have just Yuled him here and he's dead. But I waited for him to use haste. I use haste. I used the Yule on him to purge the haste. We use our spells. I think we didn't quite have like all the spells ready. Here, if the Bane chills, he dies. But either way, what we do here is still good. We're pressuring. I think we get a track kill on the Grimstroke. We just overplay here a little bit, we can chill. But overall what we're doing here is cool. We play the lane properly, we get all the levels to then pressure the carry. We keep pressuring the carry, we take over the woods, and then we naturally can transition into like a mid play. Because, you know, it's just natural on the map, it looks cool. We do end up dying, which is not great. Rank 27. Yeah, what they got mad. Whatever. So now I die, and now because we left the area naturally. Remember in the Viper game we TP'd out and then we looked at a new area. Same. Now we've pressured top so much. We went for a mid play. Now we respawn, and now here I'm like, okay, I see a free kill. I'm gonna go take it. So now I'm gonna push in the lane, and after I've pushed the lane, we're gonna look for like a new play, right? A new area to pressure. Usually what you want to do is like push waves and then look for pressure to go furthermore. Like here, this was a bit Kappa, but I get to push in the lane, steal their ancients, which of course feels great. Now we move more, we fight them, try not to overcommit. My team overcommits a bit, which is not amazing. I ult the dude, I get out, more space is being made. I got to push in the bottom wave. I do it even faster by pulling the wave. I come around because we have a fight in the mid lane. I can just come behind. I tell my bounty, yo, look at the Grim. I use some spells on the Grim. I chain out, and now I reassess the situation again because I'm playing Timber. I'm not the type of hero who always wants to be melee range. Yeah, you will be sometimes, but not always. So here, I'm kind of looking at like, what can I do? Okay, I use some spells. I chill. Tombstone is just very strong at like this time. So here again, kill some creeps. Look for another play. I look for this. We get this guy. And right now, it's like a nice dance again of like, pushing waves, going to a play, pushing waves, going to a play. And the items, they kind of need to like come from, like you need to understand like what items you want and how to abuse your hero. Like here in this case, I know that Monkey is dead. I know that Terrorblade is dead. And I saw this Grimstroke for like a millisecond or something, like Bane's night vision here. So I'm like, okay, go. Like there are only 3 people alive. We can dive them. I can die right now. So we dive, get a free kill on this guy. Here, he gets flapped. I'm kind of playing on range again, waiting for my cooldowns. We get another track kill. And it's just chill, you know, like chill gameplay. I'm looking at the Tombstone. I'm also looking at the Monkey at the same time. I get to chain, Yule. I think he dies on Monkey. Yeah, we're chilling again. Like everything is so cool and simple. Like I don't even know what to explain. But this all gets so much and like so much easier if you just do the early game things properly. And that's why I want to preach all of these things to you to understand. Like here again, we did all of our stuff. We TP bottom, we push in the lane. Maybe this wave was unnecessary, but once we're done with this, we want to look to go back to our team soon. Here we're looking for a play with the Nyx, but okay, it misses, never mind, he solo kills them. Steal their ancients again. Once we've done all of this, push the wave. Now we can look for a new play. Now we look mid, similar style, we kill the Grim, and now we're just gonna repeat this, okay? And it's just very simple. Here, they go on us, they can't kill us because we're too tanky. We're playing so aggressive that we're kind of forcing them to make some mistakes. Here again, look around for what your target is. In this case, it's the Undying. We end up killing him. I get to live, bait back and forth, and we feel great. But all of this, all of the things that happen in this game, they come from understanding the lane, and they all stem from the lane. Understanding early on that we cannot pressure the Monkey King too much, like level 1 to 5, or maybe a little bit, but the main aspect is for us to get level 6, because then we can pressure Monkey King. He's a hero. Heroes that don't have HP regen mechanism, like a Morbid Mask, or a Ring of Regen, Ring of Health, or if they're not playing with Io or a Warlock, it's really easy to abuse these heroes with your high levels or Arcane boots. Like in some matchups where I get Arcane boots on Pango, the matchup changes a lot. And actually, I want to make a bonus video right now just to show you these Arcane boots on Pango and how it can like just completely change a lane setup. But in this case, as you can see, the early laning stage is just super important to understand what we want to do. Then remember the siege timing. Like minute 0 to 4 is understanding what we want to do to then have a good timing for our part 2, which is the post-laning stage. So post-laning stage here, I want to hit level 6, like somewhat close with our siege timing, which we do. I get it here. We hit our level 6 and instantly we do like a complete switcheroo. We play aggressive on him. We get to kick him out. For 6 minutes he bullied me, but now it's time to stop. I bully you. Now I have siege creep, and now we have evicted Monkey King out of the lane. We have taken his tower. We are taking his jungle. We're taking his lane, his jungle. We're kicking him out of his jungle. We're killing him in his jungle. And basically, within 3 minutes, look at the net worth. Look at what happens. So let's look at the moment before I hit level 6. The moment before I hit 6, we are even net worth, which is already very good. But now, at 6:30, we're the same, okay? Now let's look 2 minutes later, just with proper gameplay. We were the same net worth at 6:30. Let's wait for the moment where we kill him. 2 minutes and 40 seconds later, we have a 1200 net worth difference. The whole gold lead we have is an hour difference. And now we know how we want to play the post laning stage. Keep pressuring the monkey, stay in the jungle, naturally play into mid if it comes, but keep farming, keep pressuring, and then naturally play off of that. And it's simple. It looks simple, and trust me, once we create and build good habits, it will be simple for you too, with no matter what hero. With that said, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to look for another Pango replay where we don't go Tranquil Boots, but instead we go Arcane Boots. And then in the near future, I will look to find the best laning examples to truly show you how you can properly abuse the enemy carry in lane and get like 15 denies or literally make them cry. Make them fight for every CS, get as many denies as you can, make them spend gold on regen and so forth. With that said, thank you all for watching. See you next time.